And I think we are live. Hello, everyone. Very happy to see you here today. It's actually our first live, the first live of 2024 for the BGA, and we're gonna kickstart this year with our demo day. So I would say the most exciting live we have because we give the mic to our members because they are demoing something. They are demoing the games, the products, the services, and what is exciting about it is at the end of each one of the presentation we'll be able to win something based on the project that we have today. So listen carefully about everything you will see, you will listen to today, because you will have the chance to win something, 4 prizes based on the 4 speakers we have today. So it's going to be exciting. And I actually already put a question. I shouldn't have a question, it's beginning of the year. I need to adjust. I need to find my mark again, but it's going to be fine. But would love to start with our first speaker, Oliver, for Angry Dynamite's Lab. So if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Yeah, thanks, Love. First, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm not sure if you're still saying it, but I will still do. Yeah, we are recently joined the BGA, so I think it was a few weeks back, and very happy to be here. So we want to show what we are doing and been cooking so far. First, a little bit about my person. So I'm this guy here. I was co-founder of Colibri Games before. We did mobile free-to-play games, bootstrapped it basically out of university, and then did an exit to Ubisoft in 2020. And after that, I got into the Degen life in Web3 and decided to build up a Web3 gaming company. So you can see we're a small team of a few people working on the game. So the game is called Craft World. The overall brand itself is called Angry Dynamite's Lab. We did some NFT drops earlier, and they will have like abilities in the game. I will go a little bit deeper into that once we start the game. The game is basically a craft, like it's everything around the crafting mechanic, and has a very deep kind economy. We call it like kind of meta economy, where you basically collect, craft, build, and do this loop again and again to get better and build kind of your mega factory empire. So without talking too much, let's start the game. The game is available on web as well as mobile as well, so on iOS and Android. We haven't had a real launch yet, so it's still only available, the mobile version at least, in the US and in Germany. But we're gonna do a proper launch later this year, so stay tuned for that. The web version is already available globally, so if you want to try it out, you can also share a link later. So the main idea around the game is that you basically start off with an earth mine, which is producing earth in regular intervals. So you can see they're flowing into a storage, then you can claim them, and then basically, collecting these resources. Now I unlocked a new area in the game, and can then basically turn these resources that I collected into another resource. So you can see that I now can start this kind of mud factory, which uses the resources from the earth and kind of produces mud here. And this will give me some experience points, which make me level up here. The further I level up, you can see at level 4, I can unlock the new resource. Then I can also unlock other resources at later levels. Basically continue with this loop over and over again. You can see also like the small indication about like if you're producing enough resources in order to keep this one going. If you click at the right times at all times, so you're producing 20 per minute, and this is consuming 18 per minute. So now I leveled up. now I can upgrade these factories. As you can see now, they're producing more resources, but also need more input. Now I actually have a bottleneck here. So I now need to wait to upgrade my Earth mine as well, which requires 4 mud. So I guess you kind of get the idea here. It's basically, yeah, collecting, crafting, upgrading, and so on and so forth. So that's the core loop. It takes a little while until you unlock here some of the meta features. So that's why I will use an account which is a little bit further in the game. Maybe I can use the opportunity here to quickly go over the login options as well. We are using right now Third Web in order to do the logins, so you can use your MetaMask or Wallet Connect, or also just create an embedded wallet, as they call it, with the sign-in options. So you can sign in with Google, Apple, and Facebook, or an email address, and then you will just have a wallet created in the background, which is tied to your account. So I created a wallet before with my Google account. So just let me log in with that. Will take a second. And then basically you can see a little bit more advanced game. So here you can see I have multiple factories leveled up quite a bit. You can see here I have like also other starting resources like the water resources or fire. You have some which need resources from earth and water, for example. So they are flowing in here now, and then you can basically collect, restart your factories, collect them again, and so on and so forth, do upgrades. And then you can also have here some of the meta features, for example, like a workshop feature where you can basically upgrade for higher throughput. As you can see, I need some oxygen. I don't have enough oxygen here. So another big feature that we have, and that's basically the core around the Web3 integrations in our case, is that you have a marketplace where you can now trade all of the resources that you have for DinoCoin, and you can then use DinoCoin again to buy all the other resources. So now I need oxygen, so I say like, okay, I want to buy some oxygen. I select it here, and I put in, I don't know how many, maybe 30 should be for sure be enough. And then I can swap it. So what you can see here is actually just an UI on top of Uniswap. So in the background, we have like Uniswap pairs or Uniswap liquidity pools for all the pairs here. And what happens is that when you do a trade here, it actually does the trade on Uniswap, and you can view the transaction afterwards, basically. Here we are right now on Polyscan on the Mumbai testnet, as we not launched completely, but we'll later this year launch it on mainnet. So you can see I got 30 oxygen for that amount of Dino coins. So we made this all very seamlessly. It was very important for us to also make the game as accessible as possible so that we can also acquire users which are not that familiar with Web3. So we basically automatic the whole process around this here. You can also transfer out your assets to the wallet. So we have like a hybrid approach, like your in-game assets are basically stored on our servers, but you can at any time move them in and out of the game. But while you're playing the game, you don't need to. We don't need any on-chain transactions or wait or something like this, except for the trades to happen. So this whole feature here around the economy and exchange will basically increase the depth of the game quite a bit. So instead of just like kind of playing single player more or less and producing your resources, you're actually playing with all the other players together, because It could be that some people actually leveled up the oxygen quite a bit and producing a lot of oxygen that I don't have, and they are selling it here in order to buy some other stuff, and so on and so forth. So we basically create a supply chain between the players where every player can specialize on the production of any of these resources. Um, and of course, you can also decide to not spend too much time on the game, but rather look for what is like kind of a good resource to buy right now and later to sell again, and speculate a little bit on the prices of the Dana coin. That's what we've seen with a lot of users, that they enjoy just the trading part of things. And now I can use my oxygen, for example, to just upgrade this one here. I can spend then this on my mud production, so I can specialize more on producing these things more efficiently. And yeah, but what you always need more, you can always produce more resources. And then, yeah, basically at some point you reach the top resources, but what do you do with them? Or maybe even the in-between resources. That's basically our masterpiece feature, which is basically a building or an object that you need to create with the community that requires a lot of the resources. So here you can see you need many, many resources. And these resources probably like not one single player can collect that many resources, so the community needs to work together in order to build these masterpieces. Right now the masterpieces are still very UI based. Later we will make it more visual, that you can actually upgrade a building that kind of has different building stages, but the core idea is represented here. This one is already almost done, but we'll then put another one live once this is done, so players can always compete here on these masterpieces. I have also some leaderboards with all the players and how many resources the players spent. And for the top leaderboards, and also like some people who are in the leaderboards a little bit more below, they can get certain rewards and NFTs when they win. And these NFTs will then boost again their production, so they get better in the game. Yeah, it works. Basically, I can spend some more of my oxygen that I don't need, and then I get some experience points as well and some base resources back too. But yeah, that's basically the main game. There are a few other features I won't go into detail yet. But one more thing I still want to mention is, as you can see, you have like an earth mine, but you don't have a water mine or a fire mine. Um, that's because you basically get earth resources for free, but the water and fire resources are not actually for free. In order to get these resources, you need to have NFTs, and these are from we launched two collections earlier. That was the water dinos for the water tokens and the fire dinos for the fire tokens. So you can see them basically here. These are the fire dinos. It's a smaller collection, 500. And they are basically producing these resources in regular intervals. They all have like a trade on how many resources they produce per hour. And then basically the owners can decide if they want to sell the resources to other players or use them on their own in the game. And we are planning to launch more collections, probably also later this year, for air and maybe even earth, so they can even produce more earth with the earth dinos. But that's not implemented yet, as you can see. So that's basically the whole idea around the game. As I said, we'll do a proper alpha launch later this year, where we put everything on the mainnet, where you can then also, for the first time, utilize your mainnet NFTs that players might acquired earlier already, and yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have any. And would love to see you in our community, Discord, Twitter, wherever. Please feel free to reach out.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Oliver, for the presentation. We actually have your colleague Agnes, who is killing it on the chat with all the questions she got. So she's actually good to respond all the different questions we got on the chat about the game. But seems to be an exciting game for a lot of people on the chat as well. So based on that and the NFT you actually introduced, there will be one NFT you will be able to give to someone. But he has to answer a specific question. So I'm going to put it on screen at the same time. Just give me some time so I can review it. Okay, here we go. So yeah, here's a question if you can ask to everyone.
Yeah, so the question is, what is the first elemental resource you start with in our game? So the winner gets one water dino. As you've seen before, it will be a very important asset for the game economy. So yeah, make sure to answer the question right.
Yeah,
it's not water. One tip.
Yeah, that's actually quite a price as well. So we will give you some times. Actually, we already have a lot of different answers on the chat. So how do you feel about, first, would you like me to be in charge of selecting the winner? And if yes, should I select the one who was the quickest, or what do you like me to do? Like, what's your take, Oliver? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know where I can see the chat, so I would
So
have
normally you
to
have a
pick.
comment section on the top right. If you see
The
comments, you can
comments.
see
Okay.
all the different answers.
Yeah, yeah. So let's just pick a random one. I think
Okay.
that's
Okay, so let's just make sure that I got actually, you know what, I don't even have, and I should have the, yeah, I got it. Okay, so it's gonna be, what I will do is I'm gonna wait for the, I'm gonna block the number of answers we just got, and I'm gonna, while we will have our next speaker demoing the game, I would just do a random, just not me randomly selecting someone, but using a tool to randomly select someone. So it's going to be fair for everyone. So I will go back to you, Oliver, at the end of the second presentation. But thanks again for that, Oliver. Really appreciate it.
perfect. Yeah, thanks for the opportunity.
No, let me just go back to the full screen, and I would love to invite Wyeth to introduce random games with the Union first. So if you're ready, it's for you. The stage is yours.
Thanks very much. Hi, I'm Wyeth. I'm the CTO of Random Games, and we're building a product called the Unioverse. Let me turn on some sharing here.
Okay, I think I can
There we
see
go.
it, and you are good to go.
So the Unioverse is an epic sci-fi franchise, and we are not one game. Our vision is actually to have cross-game ownership of assets. And so what we are building really is a software as a service stack that lets people build and create Universe objects and then play them in all of the Universe games. Now, that said, we do have something we've called the Proving Grounds, and that's launched in the Elixir platform. So if you aren't familiar with Elixir, it's kind of like a Steam-like installer. You just go to elixir.app and can install it trivially. And then you can see here where one of the games available. I think there's over 70 games now on the Elixir platform. So this is a PC, high-end PC playable, and it really is the first example of what our vision is. You can play several heroes. You can create a bunch of stuff. So this is what I'm going to be showing you today. It's sort of the first proof of concept game inside of the Universe. And you do need a pretty high-end PC to play this. One of the things that we're doing is, making our assets as high-end 3D as possible. Hopefully this comes with some reasonable frame rates here.
Normally, it's not too bad on StreamYard. I'm always amazed by it, so it should be okay. But let's see.
Okay, so I'm going to skip right past some stuff, and we'll jump right in. By the way, free to play game. You can you don't just go to universe.com, make an account. Takes a few seconds, and then you'll be in and playing. When you show up from scratch, sorry, I'm recovering from a flu. When you show up, you'll have one of our uh, what we call a clone, which is one of the least interesting heroes. But we have a rarity model for our heroes that I'll just show really quickly here. So if I click on all heroes, and let's say we look at all of the Krishas, and we'll look at the top rarities. So when you own a Universe object, you own this object in across all of the games that you'll ever be able to play. So what you'll see if I just flick through a couple of them. This is Krisha. She's a second hero re-released. And you can think of these as skins, but they're completely different skins on a set of several tens of millions of potential variations. And just her iris system alone has hundreds of thousands of possible results. So when you own one of these, you own a very unique look. But on top of that, you also own a career that you are unlocking for that object on the blockchain. So let me just skip through to one of them that actually has a career stat here. Like, for example, this hero has been used to get Grandmaster in the Proving Grounds, which is one of our game modes. And as I mentioned, Krish is one of our heroes. Our other hero is Ryu. I'm going to switch over to my heroes here so we can actually look at some of the gameplay modes. If I just flick through, you'll see I have a couple of different heroes. This tag right here, by the way, these are called gamer tags. You can reserve your name and then use this name in all Universe games, and that's also NFT on the blockchain. So we have two main modes here. One is play and one is create. We'll go into play first. There's two game modes. Both of them are essentially time trial weekly competitions. So the Proving Grounds is the first mode, and we'll just go ahead into it. This, your first time through, will probably take about 20 minutes to get through. This is a time trial, and what we're doing is showing that this hero is game ready, not just to be used in this game, but in all sorts of different types of games. So what we're showing off is a variety of navigation abilities, weapon abilities. She has what we call her Q ability, which is a cloaking mechanism. So you can see she fades out and cloaks. She's immune from being attacked for a few seconds. And at the top of the screen, you'll see I'm being timed on this. That goes to a weekly competition for our high scoreboard that has prizes every single week based on your ranking on the board. You can see my cloak is recharging slowly here. There are these little hidden secret things. You get scored on that. You get scored on accuracy. These guys, you have to shoot right in the sweet spot in the middle of their nose there. And so it's a little bit of a maze. It's a little bit of a parkour course. There's targeting. All of those things have to be done together. I'm doing this very lackadaisical. If you look on YouTube, you'll see our speedrunners are pretty insanely gifted that do this well. This is the reactor room. I'm just going to show you one trick here, which is you turn on the reactor, and then it'll start spinning, and then that lets you kind of go over here. So again, this takes a while to get through your first time, but this is the first game mode. I'm going to exit to the main menu, and there's a bunch of secrets in there. Secret shortcuts that and the layout changes every week. I should mention that too. There's a random seed. So going back to that play menu, what you're doing in the Proving Grounds and in other game mode is competing for spots on the leaderboard. The leaderboard just reset, so there's not much going on there right now. Weekly tournament is the other mode that we have. And in this mode, we have user-generated levels. And so you can use the same tool, and I'll show you in a minute how to build your own levels. I'm going to go into practice mode here, but what we're going to see is a shorter play mode where this level layout has been done by a user. And I actually haven't played this one, so bear with me. And kind of a similar type of thing, but users created this challenge, and he's hit a mine right there. And you're competing again for time trial. Here, this is a simple get from point A to B, and point B would be where it's this portal that's up here. You're trying to get there as quickly as possible.
What will be the incentive for the users to actually build the different their own?
Yeah, good question. So this pool, every time you compete in this mode, you have to pay 100 pro-tens, which is our game currency, and you can see that the payout prize pool right now is 133,000. So competing on the leaderboard here, you can see a bunch of people competing. Based on your rank, you get various weekly prizes, and then you also get some of that pro-ten pool payouts for depending on the rank that you finish in, and then you get some other NFT blanks and some other things that I'll mention here as when we get over the create mode. But there's prizes related to both of those competition modes, and the competitions end on Monday. So it rolls over week to week on Monday at noon Mountain Time in USA. Okay, so the other thing I want to show is the create mode, because one of the things that we fundamentally believe is that owning a game asset across games is interesting, but the more you can customize and make it your own, it just makes it a lot more powerful. So in the create mode, you'll see we have a photo studio. That's really just a simple, take a high-res 8K picture of your avatar. You compose it, show off its special weapons. The first create thing I'm going to show you though is this sword creator. So this is a default sword. Here's Ryu. You can see, he's got a plain looking sword. What you can do here is actually create a completely custom sword. So, and again, across thousands of parameters and possibilities, you can see all the little knobs that I'm messing with here. And I'll do a very crappy version, but you'll get the idea. So we could turn on flame, for example, change its emission value, give it some embers. Maybe we could make it fall down. We could make it fall up. We could instead put on some electricity. Let's turn on the plasma effect. So you can see there's all sorts of things that you can do here. And so far you've done nothing with the blockchain, but when you click finalize sword, what you're doing is turning a blank into a sword. And flip over to OpenSea here, you can see these are Ryu sword blanks. So you need one of these. And when you click finalize, it's actually going to mint your sword. Oh, don't forget to name your sword. And then you click finalize, it will populate to the blockchain, and then you'll get one of these. And you can see some of these people have made some really stunning things for the blockchain here. And this is an object that will permanently exist inside the universe, be playable in all of our games. If your hero equips it, then anyone else looking inside of the game will be able to see that effect equipped on your Ryu when they do look in the viewer. All right, I'm going to try to speed up here so we don't spend too much time. Bike shop, I'll just show you a video of that really quick. It's actually only available to betas right now. And then the level editor is the other thing I mentioned. Anyone can come in here and can start building levels, and you don't need any game development experience at all. It's a really simple, click and drag kind of thing. So, if I make a little bumper here and place some bits. And you can see, it does some snapping and some intelligent construction. And then you can just hit test, and whatever avatar you had loaded in the main screen is what you're playing with. Oops. So you're just instantly playing. You can click save, and then you just save a local file. So you can sit here and iterate as much as you want. And then as soon as you want to share it with anyone, you hit submit, you type in a name for it. This will result in a little level code that you get, and you can give that to anyone, and anyone can play your game. This is also, think of these like little building blocks. We just had a limited offer where you could come and purchase this. You're buying these for Protons, by the way. So as soon as you use, you can see here I've got 4 that we give you for free to build with. And then as soon as you want, if you want more blocks of those, then it'll pop up this store, and you can buy some more of them for Protons. And again, you earn Protons just for playing the Proving Grounds every week, for winning competitions. Very easy to get them. So that's the soft currency in our economy. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's how you create a level. Every week we select one user created level, and that whoever's featured ends up getting a Pro10 reward for being the featured level of the week. So we reward creators and developers as well. And then the last thing I wanted to show was, I'm just going to show a quick little video of the bike shop. If you understand
Oh, Wyeth, you might want to turn off the sound because we cannot hear you. Yeah, it's better now.
Oh, thanks. Sorry, was the levels just messed up? You can hear me now?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay. So if you understand how the sword creator works that I was showing, there's a hover bike creator mode that we're going to release soon. And this is an example hover bike. And then we're also working on another one that's going to let you customize spaceships. So, you know, what you should take away from this is Universe is about creating assets that are then playable in all of the Universe games that are coming out in the future.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Wyeth, for the
Yeah.
presentation.
Try to keep that within time. Sorry.
No, I know it's challenging, but obviously we'll be happy to have you again for the next demo day like that. That there will. It's always good to see what you're up to, and especially for this project, because I can't be more exciting about the idea of, as a player, be part of the creative process of one of my favorite game, and the level of customization you have for the weapons, it's crazy. So, and with a very smooth process for minting this on the blockchain. So congrats for that. As for the others, would you like to ask your question to everyone? Let me make sure that I can at the same time share it with everyone as well. Okay, I'm ready. So it's going to be, here you go. So the question.
Oh, it should say, what is our in-game currency called? Yeah, I mentioned it a couple of times. It's displayed in the upper right when you launch the Proving Grounds. And why don't we do something like you suggest? Yeah, we'll just pick a random winner from anyone who gets the right answer. Yep.
We're gonna. I think I'm gonna go back.
I already see the right answers, but
yeah, but that's fine. I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm gonna go back to the previous presentation, because I have a winner for the last presentation with Oliver. And actually, let me just put on screen the winner. Let me find it first. It's gonna be Niklas. So Nick. It's not based on this feedback. I need to go up again. If I'm not mistaken, Oliver, this is the correct answer. Maybe not a little bit misspelled.
Maybe not spelled right.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
it's good enough.
Close enough, I would say. That's okay. It's gonna be okay. So congrats, Niklas, for the prize. What I'm gonna do right now is to share on the in the comment section a link. You will be able to claim your prize, and the BGA team will be in contact with Oliver and his team in order for you to claim the prize. So bear with me. I'm going to share the link very soon, and you're going to be able to fill out the form. And congrats. And yeah, okay, you know what? I think we were waiting long enough for the one who tried to respond to your question, Wyeth. What I'm gonna do, I guess you want me to select the winner, I would say, right?
Yep, sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
any of those people that put the right answer in, just pick a random.
So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna just wait for during our next presentation. I'm gonna do randomly select someone with a tool, and I will let you know. So thanks again, Wyeth, for the presentation. And so our next speaker, let me just put that. Okay. Okay, here we go. Jonathan, are you ready for your presentation? Yeah, you good?
Hey, everybody. Yeah, I'm ready for sure. First of all, congrats to all the builders. The bull market seems to be back. It's time to get in. And to all the people that say your crypto stuff are shitty and I don't believe in it, it's time to wake up because now you're going to have to believe it's more than the proof that you're getting right in the face.
Definitely. Happy New Year to everyone for
Happy New
blockchain
Year.
gaming. Yeah.
Let's talk about what we're building called Iconx. So I will share my screen. I hope it will be okay because it's a super wide screen.
Okay.
Like super wide.
Let's try. As soon as I can see it on my side.
Okay, all the screen. Oh, I cannot share. Yeah, share.
Okay, I'm seeing something, and yeah, if you can go to your, I don't know your yeah.
First, 3 slides. I know you say no slide, but it's only 3 slides. To be fast, what we do is we are a racing game. Our goal is because you have 1 billion racing fans, we want to give them the opportunity to live their passion and to live the dream of being a pro driver. Okay? You have a lot of players. Car racing games are making a lot of cash. This is stuff for investors, but just keep the data. The Slumdog Millionaire of racing. I don't know if you get the reference, but Slumdog was a guy very poor and that came and become very famous. So we want the guys that have talent and gifted in driving, that they can show their talent and build their career. People are crazy. If you look at Drive to Survive Formula One, I mean, it's a lot, more than 300 million hour view. Gran Turismo movie was a success and a lot of data. Now, this is it. People love racing. You have a lot of racing fans. And thanks to the TV show, Drive to Survive, more and more people are dreaming of becoming racing fan, becoming driver. So what we build is something named Iconx World. So what Iconx World is about is a place where you can have competition, where you can drive against other people. And so you put a competition in on the top of that, you have all Web3 technologies that allow you to customize your car and to get like super tokenomics and rewards. So now let's customize our first car. So let's choose a car. We're going to choose, let's say, the Ferrari. If you see question, can you tell them
No
to
problem.
me? Because thank you very much.
All
so
right.
let's take the Ferrari. So you can, here you have your car. So here you see the car. So let's call it, let's choose one NFT. Which one we gonna make? Okay, the Clonix, my cool guy. So let's put the Clonix on the car. So first you customize your car because we want you to race with style. Okay, you use it. Oh shit, it's not a good one. Whoops. Let's go back to the Ferrari. Design your car. Let's choose the NFT. My cool guy of the OKB. Okay. Design your car. So now we're gonna choose 2 colors. Yeah, give me 2 colors that you like that can go well together.
I will say, actually, I was saying blue and purple, but that's too easy because you already have it on screen. Let's say green. And do you like yellow with it? I like yellow with it, but I'm not
okay,
sure.
let's go with the yellow. This yellow. Boom. Here we're gonna write something. We're gonna say BGA rules. And now let's update our car. Yeah, wow, that's
Awesome.
elegant. Really, and you can choose to put flames. You can change the license plate. So now your car is there. But we talk about thrill of racing. So now you have many events. Here you have the championship. So you enter in the championships. This way is the Australian Master. So as you can see, you have many tracks. Okay. And on each track, you see the fastest time. I mean, the guys are killing it. They are very fast. Here you can see the latest times that are made, and you can see the cars that you are used to. So let's begin by this one. Which car is this one? Okay, the Porsche. And after I will show you another one with the Ferrari that we just customized. So here you can see, maybe I will move it there. Normally you can see my steering wheel.
Oh wow, you have it with you as well. That's very cool.
Yeah. So you see the game? You see the game? Hello?
We can just see the charts.
Here you don't see the game itself?
No.
That's a pain.
Yeah, we can see it now.
Okay. So let's go. I'm not the best driver, I have to admit, and you can sing all your jokes. So yeah, when you're in the paddock, you can go through the cars, but when you're on the track, and here, okay. Okay, so here you see the line on the floor, and so this is other guys playing against me. So we have to make a first track. I mean, this track is evil. So you get in, and it's really simulation. So you have to be sharp. Don't drive like a crazy. It's better sometimes to go slow. Keep your feet. And I mean, the guy behind, if he's a good driver, he will become mad. And we had, whoa, shit.
Whoa,
and this is what happened. And maybe the guy is insulting me in the back. Okay, Barry, go. Okay, I will show you another track. Easier that I master. Still there?
Yeah, we can see the charts again.
Great. So now we go in Donington, and this one, normally I'm not bad in it. I mean, I practice it a bit. So you enter in the game, and you have to make the best time. And we insert some funny stuff that you see after the second time. So you get in, you can change the view. Here you can see your super cool car. Wait, let me show you something.
Now we cannot see you driving. We can just see the home screen with the quest, the car.
Okay, and here?
No.
Oh.
No, not.
Okay.
Just have the. Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why. So here you can see this is your car, and now let's drive. So you can change the view. It's a car game, but it's really oriented simulation. You're limited in the paddocks, and now you get in. You see, you can customize the track.
And I guess there are multiple ways to play the game. Obviously, you are a professional, so you
here
have
it's about making a track. I would try to show you two game modes. Okay. So this one is the quest. So what are the quests? You're just competing against like pre-made clock timing, okay? And if you make the good timing, you earn coins. You don't have to beat anyone. You have to beat the timings that are defined by the game. Okay, and what is funny is we take a real driver to give us lessons 2 weeks ago. We call it the Iconx driver school. And so people were getting in, and we are teaching how to get a curve. So getting outside, brake, take, and accelerate. And really, you start to practice the way you touch the pedals, the way you're accelerating. And now we finish the first lap, and you will see what's inside.
We actually have a question from Solid Mage saying, can you use VR modes in these games?
You can use VR modes. It's based on an existing game that is named Assetto Corsa. So you can put the VR, and it's crazy. And now look, if you see it well, when you pass the line, you have a little noise, and you see this, you have a bronze line on me. You see the bronze line?
Yeah.
Here, the bronze line. This is the time to get my coin. So if I want to get the coin, I have to beat the bronze line. So when you're competing against other people in time attack, or where you're competing in quest, you have to beat the line to go up. Okay.
Very cool.
And now we're gonna go, and here you can see it's against. Here, if I make the bronze time, I have some ICNX. Okay, if I make the gold, I have more and I have more. Now, when you go in the events, ICNX is the Iconx token. I don't know if you see it. You see my whole screen?
Yes.
Okay, so here you see on the top corner, you see the number of ICNX that I have. This is the token. In the upcoming weeks, some competition will be free and some other you have to pay to get in. So when you pay to get in, it increases the price in ICNX. So it's the way we compete. It's really esports, but everybody can participate. This game mode is a bit different. Okay, we're gonna keep the Ferrari, and here you see the score that the people made. So you can see that a lot of people, we only show the first ones, a lot of people driving and playing every day.
That's cool.
So you get in, this is a totally different mode. Now you're more playing with your reflex. So you're on the Shutoko for the whoops. The Shutoko, am I getting in? The Shutoko is a different game mode. Okay. That is more or less like arcade game mode. So some like people from the old school will recognize immediately because it's a game that we have in the past. It's the same style of gaming, but you have to overtake car. Okay. Maybe I change my config. I try a different car.
Which is okay. Like I know it's a struggle, especially when you only have 50 minutes. I know it's not not easy, but it's for the sake of time for everyone. You tell me if you want to show something else, but maybe just for Yared, our next speaker, to be able to have his 15 minutes. If you agree, obviously, Jonathan.
Yeah, for sure. So just to make it short, you have here the competition when you have to play everywhere and earn points. The most points you have in each and accumulate 8 points, the most prize you have at the end. And you can see there's a lot of people competing here. Okay, then you have the events, everyday new events, and you have quests. And what's upcoming very soon for the people that don't want to drive is you can stake your tokens on driver on end teams. So if they win, you win token with them. It's like a node, but it's a good node because if the driver wins, it increases your staking. Okay, and you have the custom shop where you can customize your car. You know everything now about Iconx, and so that's it.
That's cool. Thanks a lot, Jonathan. Really appreciate your presentation. We're gonna go very exciting about the game. Obviously, we had the game at Token 2049 with us, and I remember everyone was playing it as well. So I'm gonna show the question for everyone. And do you want to ask the question yourself as well?
Yeah, I will have the question, but guys, take care because for now, faster is better. So tell me, where's the name of the in-game currency?
Okay, you heard the man. The one
faster
will be
is
the
better.
fast. Okay, perfect. We're gonna wait on the chat. It's gonna be easy for me to pick a winner. So I appreciate it, Jonathan, for that.
My pleasure. Iconx, no dog games, almost there. Yeah. Iconx, almost there, there. You know what? I think you need a tip.
I'm not sure. There should be, but like you said it multiple times.
Yeah.
Don't make it easy.
4 letters, guys.
Yeah, we're gonna wait a little bit.
Iconx. Ooh, almost.
Yeah. You're very close. You're very close to it. Okay.
Icon. Wait, now you did that. ICNX. Crypto Rip, you get it. Solid Image, you grade it. DP Kagavala, you get it, but faster is better. So I think it's for Crypto Rip.
Yeah, I would say the same. It was very close with Solid Mage, but I guess Crypto Rip was the winner.
And if I can give you a hint, it will be soon announced, but the ICNX will be very soon on Great Launchpad. So we're gonna introduce the token and sell the token on Great Launchpad, and then all the listing and thing on DEX. So it's on SEC, on centralized exchange. So it's coming. It's gonna be wild. So stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter. Is very exciting. I mean, we prepared exciting stuff for now. We were preparing building and testing, and now we time to scale Ascom.
Awesome. Thanks, Jonathan. Crypto Rip, you won, so
Wish
you
you all
know
the
how.
best. Have a great day, Crypto. Yes, sorry.
We wish you the best as well, Crypto Rip. You just need to claim the prize. We're gonna make sure that you can claim the prize, but you need to fill out the form. I just share before that, 10 minutes before, and you will be able to claim the prize. Again, Jonathan, always a pleasure to have you. So thanks a lot.
Thanks for welcoming me. Have a great day.
Have a great day as well. And I think I'm going to go back as well for our last prize, because let me just see. I don't say anything wrong, but for you, YF, the prize for you will be. Let me find the good answer and the good guy. You actually, yeah, it's Lenny. Lenny, you actually won the prize. So congrats. Same thing. You should you should fill out the form, and we're gonna make the connection between YF team and we'll be able to claim the prize as well. So congratulations, Lenny.
Congrats.
Okay, I know it's almost the end, but we're going to take the time, if you agree, obviously, if you have the time yourself here, Ed, for your presentation as well. But the stage is yours, man.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm Jared Pompot for our community on the marketing team of Everdreamsoft. And I'm presenting you Spells of Genesis today. So Spells of Genesis is a pretty old game in the NFT and the blockchain space since it started in 2015. We are in mobile and Android and iOS. And I'm apologizing. Yeah, sorry, I should start for this. Apologizing to not having a cam today. I have some issue with my camera, so that's why you are not seeing my face. But you are not missing too much. So Spells of Genesis, yeah, it started in 2015, and it started at a time where there was not a lot about gaming in the space. And when we started the game, we started with the idea to represent the blockchain space and ecosystem as a testimony of what's going on in the space, what the events, and that's why we choose to represent event and project that was in the space at the time and still today. Much of the project that we depict on our cards that we have example here are not running anymore, but it's like a legacy of and a testimony of what was in the space at the time, and to not forget what happened. That's why we depicted these games and the project in the game. So sorry. So that's why the game is built. Let's jump in the game here. Yeah, it's a mobile app. Sorry. And when you open the game, you arrive to Askian. Askian is like a valley here. That is a representation of the blockchain ecosystem within in the game on a larger world, Munga, which were our game that we developed before Spells of Genesis. And with Spells of Genesis in the Askian, we can see here that it's in the valley, and all the what's happening in Askian is the blockchain ecosystem, and you have to climb this map to fight at the end the creator here, which is Satoshi, with the card we decided to create to represent Satoshi Nakamoto. This card is today at a valuation of between 20 and 50K, because our card is our now historical, like considered as historical NFT by the community and the archaeologists that dig for on the history of NFT. And we so let's jump in the actual game. So we decided to create a very accessible game with Spells of Genesis, introducing blockchain to our community was a big step that we wanted to be like, we wanted the game to be the more simple and accessible, to introduce like a more difficult part that was all the blockchain, wallets, handling, and all this stuff. So let's jump in the game. So you have to you have to fight, like you have to create a team of 4 cards, and from this team of 4 cards, then you have to send some power, some bubble, fireball, and you have to defeat all the enemies. That's a very like easy and to handle game mechanics, and each like card have an element on associated with, and these elements have also power and the attack, health, and velocity. And with these elements, you have power here, like spells that can send to enemy, and when you defeat the enemy, that unlock all, because obviously here all the map is unlocked, but each time you defeat one campaign, that unlock the next one, and to climb and go until the end of the map and fight with the final boss. The cards are stored in-game and in the blockchain. And here we can see all the cards that we have in the wallets. And you can evolve the cards. Like, for instance, this one, I can level up the cards. That will change the stats of the cards. Sometimes a lot of change happens, sometimes not. And you can then also fuse the cards, and it becomes like, sorry, for instance, this one here, yeah. You can evolve the cards until the final stage. Like this one, I will evolve it to the final stage. And then if you have the same cards, you can like fuse it, and it evolves to the final stage of the card. And when you level up the card until the final level of the final stage, you can then, because you can then yeah, you can then blockchainize it, because this card is an in-game card that is not stored in a blockchain. It's not an NFT. But by doing this, you can blockchainize the cards, and then the card will change and will become with all the shards, like this one here. That is a blockchain card here. Okay. Yeah, sorry. So I'm a bit lost. Yeah, the idea of the game when we created it was to bring the ownership of the owning an asset in game, and then being able to sell it on the addition to other users, and that's what we did in Spells of Genesis, and yeah, I think it's all.
Thanks a lot. Really appreciate the presentation, Jared. Pretty cool. Like you've said it. I think Spell of Genesis is the OGs of Web3 gaming. I'm not saying too much because actually you have a specific question on that. So I'm going to put the question, actually just maybe because we don't see anyone. I'm going to put the question on screen, and if you can as well, just to make sure I have the good question, is going to be this one. So I'm gonna say it for you if you're okay. What is the first blockchain used by Spell of Genesis? It's so simple, obviously, especially if you're OG, you know exactly the answer of that question. So if it's okay for everyone, for the sake of time, I will do the same thing done with Iconx World. The first one who will be able to give me the answer will be the one who will be able to win the prize. So I don't know if you see the comment section you read, but I would love you to select the winner if you can.
Yeah, I see the where we can pick a random one if you want.
Yeah. Well, who you would like to pick? You want me to?
I have to. Yeah, we can do a random poll.
I can do it. I actually have the one who actually submit something. I already have you there. So let me just do it now. Okay, I'm good. I hope you all believe in me, but actually I did it just right now. And the winner, I can pick will be, let me just show you and find you here. It's gonna be you, Dark Games. Dark Games, you're the winner of the prize from Everdreamsoft in Spell of Genesis. So again, you fill out the form. We're going to make sure to put you in contact with the Everdreamsoft team. So thanks a lot, Jared, for the time. Thanks for every speaker today. It was very, very exciting. So so many exciting games. I think it's the best way to kickstart this year as well. And thanks for the chat as well and all the questions, but also the representative of all of the projects we have who actually answered all the questions from the chat. So thank you very much for that. And I wish you a very good end of the day for some of you, for myself, with beginning of the day for some other, and yeah, thanks a lot for everything. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for the speakers as well.
Thanks so much.
Thanks you, Aweth. Bye bye.